It's time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the video I'm hoping all you guys have all been waiting for. This is the showcase of my layout for all my Transformers. Now, before I continue, I do want to say I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't read my calendar right. Let me show you. You see, I read my calendar here. I didn't notice it said Canada. So, if you're watching this, that's why I said that. I don't want to get people confused and make them think I live in Canada. I do not live in Canada. I live in the United States. Canada's a part of that. I live in Nebraska. That's all I'm going to say. I live in Nebraska. That's it. I do not live in Canada. But, yeah. So, I just want to get that clarified. So, this video is actually going to be coming out on Sunday. Couldn't remember. It's coming out on Sunday. But, yeah, without further ado, as always, pop your proton packs, start your DeLoreans, and let's transform and roll out. So let us continue. So first we are going to start off with, I guess we'll start over here. This is the smallest area. So as you all know, this is the newest area in this whole layout, and this is supposed to be the narrow gauge track area. And as you can see, we have a standard gauge railway track connecting it. And we have, as you can see, there's the little guy right in there working on this guy. I will show you why his headmaster is not on him. There's a reason. But then I also have all of these original Hot Wheels trains. You can see there. And then, of course, we have the Ark, the biggest ship I own. Well, I have here on the layout. There's a little robot in there, guy working on him. He's He came in that little pack right there. You see that little pack right there? That's what he came in. Wasn't it named Daddy-O? I didn't choose the name. That's the name I think he came with. I don't know this guy's name. I forgot. But there's that guy. He's sort of in there maybe like sort of working on the joints and stuff like that. But yeah. Of course, I don't know if you can see that, but look in the back. Let me zoom it in for you. You can kind of see him, but there's Optimus Prime. We also have Skylinks here with Grapple loading them up with some cargo, as you can see. But, yeah, if anyone who wants to make this mode, all you gotta do is just that. Just flip their arms behind him like that, and then flip up his crane head like that. But that's about it. Now, moving on from this narrow gauge area, we are at the standard gauge, which leads over here. We have the two cargo cars with the caboose. We follow the track, leads up to a switch track, and over here we have both of our trains. As you can see, we have the original Titans Return diesel train, Astro Train, just with, you can see, let me point to it. Right there is the other half of him. Well, that's his body. These two are just his legs. Right here, we have the newest Astro Train, as far as I know, the Earthrise Astro Train, which is my favorite because it's a steam locomotive with the cockpit, which actually I did improve again. So instead of this used to be a white bench piece, but now I filled it in with proper pieces. And you see we got little minifigures in there and stuff like that. That one right there is Zarak, and then that one is the headmaster who comes with Snapdragon, which is right there. Moving along the train here, you can see we got all the cars. We have the fire car from an actual anime show I was actually watching a little bit before I started recording this. I cannot talk today. Blech. Galaxy Railway, and then of course we have the other two cars with, you can see that new piece on there, which is the light piece. It's kind of, sort of like a thing from Polar Express. Moving on to the Decepticon base, as you can see here, we have Blitzwing here, about to shoot maybe, I don't know. We have Rumble, of course, I just added him for this video. Snapdragon, sort of like getting ready to take off maybe. Galvatron, this is bad comedy. I'm kidding. And then over here we have the controller, with, we have Octane here with Soundwave, which Soundwave is actually holding something you guys will probably recognize. Yes, that is Megatron. In my universe, this is supposed to be like some sort of timeline thing, where Galvatron's the leader, but Soundwave secretly found Megatron and is helping him take back the Decepticons and eventually maybe kill Galvatron. Sort of going off from what the Siege show did. This is, I'm guessing you guys probably already know what they are. Well, what it is. This is the lake from Back to the Future 2. Don't believe me? Look at the signs. Yeah. You see both of them. Sorry, my hand's a little shaky. Over here, moving along now to the Autobot section, we have one of Blaster's cassettes, which I do not have that Blaster. Speaking of which, I do not have the version for Rumble either of his Soundwave, but I do have a Soundwave. Over here we have Rodimus Prime. Hold on. We have Rodimus Prime there. Without his Matrix, I put it over there. It is currently underneath that trailer right there, that Optimus Prime trailer. The Earthrise one. Make sure I'm zoomed out. We have Cup over here as well, along with Ultra Magnus. And then behind the city, we have Inferno Ectotron, of course, with his Proton Pack over there. And then, Moist. I'm kidding, Hoist. If you're an original Transformers G1 fan, you'll recognize that reference. And then again, getting back to this guy, this is, I believe, I was about to say Ravage. Forgive me. Wasn't his name Claw or something? No, I don't think that's what it was. I forgot what his name was. But, yeah, not much about him. And then, of course, we have the two characters who would form Cog for Fortress Maximus. We have Spike right there. We got Bumblebee. We have Optimus Prime here talking to Spike with Bumblebee. And then, speaking of which, that guy I showed off earlier, the airplane guy, his headmaster is right here. That's why I didn't add him over there, was because I needed a person, like a little minifigure, to look like he was working on Gigawatt, as you can see here. And it was him I chose. And, of course, also we have Wheeljack and Trax, as you can see here. And then, of course, we have Fort Max as the Autobot base, and Scorponok as the Decepticon base. Now, I forgot to do this earlier in the video. Forgive me. But I forgot to do a little bit of history on the three parts here that made up this base. Also, you can see what's holding it up. It's just, yeah, 2 buckets. But, so let me get into a bit of history from where these came from. So the table here actually came from my basement. That's all I know. It was behind some of our ventilation machines downstairs. Ventilation? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, ventilation machines in our house. It was just sitting back there, and we took it and put it in my room after I took my bunk bed out. And that's about all the history. Same with the chair, too. Except for this. This I made in one of my classes. It was a sewing class. This little board here, I don't really know where it came from. My mom just had it for me. It was inside my closet. And covered in some wrap, so I just took it out. And it actually got stored over there. Behind that Lego bin with tracks in it. It was behind that, just underneath of it. Sort of a similar story with this piece of cardboard here, but this one actually was actually for a school project. You can see there's actually some pieces of paper on it with pictures and stuff. This was for one of my big school projects, and I had to write about something, and I chose ketchup. That is right. I chose, well, tomatoes to be specific, is what I chose, and that's where that piece of cardboard comes from. Now, on the little details, such as these poles, I did say last time, and tell me if you guys get what these are from. I don't think I said what they were from last time, but I'm going to give you guys a minute to guess. Okay, I just counted to 10. What these are from from the Back to the Future Playmobil sets. These are the poles that would connect together with the little cable thing. That's where those are from. And of course back there we have that. I put that in there because I thought it made the most sense, because you know it has train tracks and it's like a steam engine, you know, it looked like the tracks kind of lined up with this and stuff. So I was like, hey, the story with that is it's kind of you know, maybe like saying it's a station there and it looks like the steam engine just came in after a long trip. That's kind of the story behind that. Now I want to talk to you guys about some things too for the future of this layout. One thing I want to add on to the layout is this. The Ghostbusters Firehouse. Another thing I want to put in it, I'm not going to show you because it's deep in my closet, but I would like to put eventually the clock tower. You can look up, it's the Playmobil clock tower. Mine looks a little worse for wear because when I got it, I didn't really care, and it's held together with duct tape. It's not see-through, it's not clear duct tape, it's straight up gray duct tape, so it looks a little ugly, but I'll show you that another time. But that's what I would like to do. I would like to put that in here. Also, tell me in the comments below, should I replace that with another thing? Because originally that thing was actually going to be the Playmobil graveyard scene. A little cardboard thing. That's what that was going to be. And then I also went with the idea of maybe making it the little stage thing with the Indians and stuff like that. The little movie theater thing. That's what it was. The little movie theater thing with the Indians. That's another idea. But yeah, those were the ideas for it. So tell me in the comments below which one do you think I should do if I ever get a bigger table. Because right now I do not have a big enough table for it. But say if I kind of get a table that's much larger than this one. I don't know if you can see that. I'm pretty sure you can. But if I get a table much larger than this one, that might be what I do, is add that onto the layout. But I think that is about it. So as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!